Yo, 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 what is poppin', everyone? Good morning, good evening, good night, no matter where you are in the world. This is your boy, Des the King, and I'm back yet again with another very special episode of King Talk TV. Y'all know I usually do this on Sundays, but had to drop an episode on Friday because I have a very special guest who's going to join me in a few minutes, and it's going to be great. So, yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider giving me a like. Please consider subscribing. It's your boy Des the King. I do all types of workout videos, and I love to interview people who I think are amazing and talented, and just plain out special people. Like I said, if you're feeling this type of stuff, give me a like, give me a comment, consider subscribing. If you're watching this on YouTube, I do these live, usually weekly. So if you want to join us live, please follow me on IG at Des the King. So that's DEZDAKING. Give me a follow, and we're going to get this show on the road. Like I said, I have a very special guest today. She's a musical artist, singer, very talented music instructor. She speaks about a million different languages, and we're going to talk about all that. And if you stay tuned to the end, she may give us a small sample of what her vocals can do. So that's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to doing that. So without further ado, I'm going to bring her on, and her name is actually Stephanie Capara. I hope I said that right. But just a few moments, and I'm going to bring her on. What's going on, Josh? I see you, bro. Thank you for watching.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you well. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Hey, I want to say thank you, Stephanie, for taking time out of your busy day. I know you're busy because all musical artists are busy. They're either on this world tour, or they're writing music, or they're doing something. So I thank you for taking time out to join me on the show today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Now, please correct me. Is your last name Capara? Did I say that correctly?
Caprara.
Caprara.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Stephanie, I did a little research on you, just a little digging on your page, and apparently you're pretty much always booked for interviews. It seems like you're always doing a podcast or an interview or something like that. So that didn't surprise me, but I did find out, like, okay, so she's pretty out there. So could you tell us, like, what got you into music? Where you're from? What are you working on? Just give us some basics about what are you up to these days, Steph.
Okay. Well, I was born in Montreal. I'm from Canada. And I've been singing since I was very young. The first time I sang on stage, I was 8 years old. After that, I started to take singing lessons around 14 years old. I became very serious about this. And I started to join some local contests, bands, festivals, just anything that I could do to gain experience and get myself out there. And you know, I got to travel the world with certain bands that I joined, top 40 bands, and I gained a lot of experience throughout the years. And I've been teaching voice for close to 20 years. And I just love what I do. I'm very passionate about what I do. And it's something that I'm going to keep doing for the rest of my life.
That is great. That is really great. I always find it amazing how we know kind of what we want to do when we're young. You say you started singing when you were 8 years old, right?
Yes.
So, like, when you did your first performance at 8, take us through how that felt, being a little girl and singing in front of a bunch of people. Because I know you were scared a little bit.
It was not planned, actually. I was on a family vacation with my parents in Jamaica, and the resort had a band, and I was really excited because I was a kid and I loved music, and there was a band, and I just hopped on stage with the band and I started to sing with them, and the musicians were shocked and my parents were shocked.
Wow. Okay. That's what. So you just out of nowhere just took the mic and said, "Give me the stage. I'm gonna sing."
Well, what they did was they brought a bunch of kids up on stage and they put the mic in front of me and I just didn't think about it. I just started to sing and everybody was blown away and shocked. And honestly, I was just having fun, you know? I was just super excited that there was a band and I was on stage and they asked me to sing.
That's wonderful, man. That's a cool story. Cool story. So like, as a little girl, I mean, you're 8 years old, so you're probably not too. Well, at least when I was 8, I wasn't really into music like that. I love music now. So were you into music back then? Like, what inspired you to want to pick up singing and do all this?
Well, music was always playing in the house, and I have very cool parents with great musical taste. I remember my mom used to drive me to school and always have Michael Jackson blasting in the car or Whitney Houston, Mariah. Like it was constant music all the time. And they let me watch MTV when I was a kid too. There was like no censorship, you know? And I remember the first time that I saw Diamonds and Pearls by Prince, that video. I don't know if you
Yeah,
ever saw that video.
I have actually.
I stopped in my tracks and I was like staring at the TV and I was like, whoa, who's this? I was like mesmerized.
As a little kid.
Yeah, I was freaking out. I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like I was blown away by his whole persona, like his fashion sense and the music and his voice. I was like, this is like amazing, you know?
Right.
And honestly, because I grew up in such an open household and there was music playing all the time, I think that's what really inspired me to pursue this.
Right. Awesome. Is anyone in your family? Does anyone in your family sing or anything
My,
like that?
my dad has a really good voice, but he never pursued it.
Never pursued it. Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's tough, man. When you have to get up in front of people and sing, it takes a lot of courage. So I respect you in that regard to just put yourself out there and just let your voice be heard because I'm not doing it. When I used to be on the choir at my local church, and they used to make me sing, and I hated it, you know. But that's great that you do that. So Prince, is he who inspires you to make music, or is he like your favorite artist? Who is your
Well,
favorite artist, if you have one?
my favorite female artist is Mariah Carey. My favorite male artist is Prince. So, and Prince was particularly important in my musical journey because, you know, his music was so diverse. And what I really liked about him the most was that he was unapologetic and not afraid to be himself. That's what I really dug about Prince the most.
Yeah, Prince he was a character. He was a character. So you
Yeah.
like him better than Michael Jackson?
Ooh, I can't choose. I can't choose. They were both important. I mean, my mom is a huge Michael Jackson fan, so it was like always playing in the car.
Right, right. So you can't choose one. Prince, Michael Jackson. Pick one for us. Just pick one.
Prince, Prince.
Prince, okay, 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 no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So that's great. I never listened to too much Prince growing up. Michael Jackson was always my favorite person, so that's awesome. So like, as you listen to music growing up, do you believe that it shaped how you behave throughout your life? I know there's all types of music. You know, you got hip hop. Well, before I get to that, what genre do you categorize yourself as? I listened to a clip on your page when you did when you was on a podcast, and you said that you clarify yourself as a pop artist, R&B with a little bit of funk. Could you elaborate on that? What does that make up in all those in itself?
I can't really put myself in a box. If I had to pick one genre, it would probably be pop. But you know, I still have a touch of R&B and some funk, so it's hard to really categorize it. I just, you know, I just make music from my heart and I just do what speaks to me.
Also, do you have any albums or singles out?
Yeah, my first album is called Blissful Sounds. Then I have another single after that. I did, oh my gosh. I don't even remember what I released, but I have 3 other singles after that. I have Tonight, I think that, yeah, Tonight, No One Out There Like You, Do you feel the same? And then my latest one, Let Me Know. So it's 4 other singles. So one album and 4 other singles.
Okay, well, I hope at the end you'll be able to sing at least one of those for
Yes.
us this afternoon. Awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, back to my question. As I told you before we got on, I am like a deep philosophical thinker, and I like to analyze how society and how external things affect our internal reality. And I know that music is something that plays a huge influence on everything on a subconscious and a conscious level. So just Stephanie, give me your opinion. How does music how did music affect your mindset, and how can it affect anyone's mindset in as far as influencing them, motivating them, or even causing them to do something that they usually wouldn't do? Hope that makes sense.
Okay, so well, I think music and art has the power to shift society. For instance, if we look at music and pop culture of today, the message is overly sexual and controversial, if you want my opinion,
Right.
which I believe has impacted this generation greatly. I mean, I didn't grow up with music being so overtly sexual like that. Um, but the thing is, I mean, everybody's free to do what they want. I just feel like today we're lacking a little bit of substance. I would like to see a little bit more substance in music. And, like I said, art is important, music is important because it can impact people's behavior. It's so powerful. And plus, on benefits of music, it's good for stress, for anxiety, depression. I mean, thank God for music. I don't know where I would be in my life if it wasn't for music.
Yes, yes. I am an athlete. I like to work out like every day, and I can't remember the last time I worked out with no music. It's like
Yeah.
it's so hard, to do it, and it truly does give you an extra energy and an extra pep in your step. And I saw you, speaking of working out, I saw one of your posts, you jump roping, and I thought that was great. How often do you exercise and do all that?
I try to do a little bit every day. I mean, as a singer, you have to stay in shape. You got to keep your lungs in shape, right?
Right,
So
right.
I always tell my students, honestly, singing is like cardio. So
Yeah.
you have to be able to get your lungs in shape to reach all those high notes, right?
Right, right. Okay. I never really made that connection with fitness and singing, because there are a lot of people who are out of shape who can sing, circles around everybody, so, but I guess that
Yeah,
does
but
have
the thing is, the more they sing, the stronger they become. So singing in itself is exercise.
just singing by itself, not even.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Even I'm telling you, just practicing, if you're doing it right, you will sweat. Yes, absolutely. Singing is a workout.
It is okay. Um, well, yeah, well, let me ask you this then. How does man, I forgot my question. Sorry. If when you're singing, how do you feel? I know Beyonce, she says that she has like an alter ego or something that comes out of her when she's performing. Does that same thing kind of happen to you? Are you in your still right mind, or are you kind of something else when you're performing?
I think I'm still myself, but I'm more relaxed and I just let myself go. Because I mean, on a regular daily basis, I guess I'm a little bit more reserved and shy. But when I'm on stage, I just let myself go.
Right. But you're still conscious of everything that happened prior to you
Yes.
letting yourself go. Okay. Because I hear some artists say, yeah, when I go on stage, I just blank out, and then when the song's over, I don't even remember what happened. I think that's kind of. Do you believe that, or is that
Well,
something you hear?
I think what maybe they're trying to describe is that, there's this certain magic that happens when you're on stage. You feel powerful and you feel like you could do anything. So maybe that's what it is. It's this feeling that takes over artists.
Okay. Okay, okay, but you really can't relate to that personally. Personally, you just kind
No,
of
no, I'm always myself.
okay, great, great, great. Let's keep it like that, all right? Don't let anything else take over you. Wonderful.
Exactly.
Um, okay, well, let's shift the conversation a little bit to something that I would just want to know about you. What makes a good person in your eyes, Stephanie?
Honesty, integrity, strong work ethic, ambitious, caring, intelligent, courageous, someone who stays true to themselves, who takes care of themselves inside and out, and respects themselves and others.
Wonderful. Okay, okay. So that's a lot of things to keep up with to be a good person now. So if I'm lacking just one of those categories, am I a bad person now, Stephanie?
Not at all.
Not
Not
at
at
all. Wonderful, wonderful. Because you raised the bar pretty high for us, naming out, 20 things. I thought you were going to say just one thing.
I'm I'm a little I'm flawed. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so
Okay, okay, okay. Well, that makes sense. That explains everything right there. Well, you said you are a well, okay. What's something that people seem to understand about you? You say you're a perfectionist. A lot of perfectionists probably get a bad rep, from other people who are not perfectionists. I can understand a person being one because you want things to be in order. You want things to make sense and look good. So I definitely understand. But is
yeah.
that something that people misunderstand about you, you being a perfectionist?
Yes, absolutely. I'm very driven. I'm passionate about what I do, and I take music very seriously. And I don't like to cut corners or do anything that's too easy. Perhaps people can interpret that as intimidating or severe, but it's honestly just really me being a perfectionist and making sure that I'm putting my best foot forward.
Right, right, exactly. You said your favorite artist was Mariah Carey. I've heard, now I don't know if this is true or not, but I did hear that she was like a mean person when it comes to setting up the rehearsals and performances. Like she was like a jerk or whatever. But now tell me if you agree with this or not. When you're a leader and you are the center point of I guess, the performance of the show, you kind of have to be stern and be on people. And if necessary, you have to be kind of mean. Do you agree with that, or what do you think?
I mean, there's a way to do it without being mean. You do have to be a little bit more structured. And like I said, some people can interpret that like differently and take it bad, but there's a way to do it without being mean.
Right, right. Okay, okay. When was your last performance?
Before the pandemic hits.
Well, yeah. Well, when I say performance, you're on stage, you got a band, crowd, that type of performance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was a wedding.
A wedding? Okay, okay, okay. What song did you sing?
Oh, I sang so many songs. Oh my gosh. Let me think. Halo by Beyonce.
Halo. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I noticed that you do a lot of covers. Is that do you rather do covers and write your own music? Do you write your own music?
Yes, I
Right.
do. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I have music that I've released. I like to do both. I mean, songwriting is important to me, and it's very rewarding because it's your own. It's uniquely yours, and you're putting something out that is your message. So I enjoy songwriting, but I also like to cover other artists.
Cool. That's great. That's great. Um, Wonderful, wonderful. I saw a quote on your page that I want to read to you, and I want you to tell me what this really means to you. It says, "Always stay on the bridge between the invisible and the visible." What does that mean?
It means put yourself out there, but remain humble at the same time. So don't reveal everything about yourself. Leave a little bit of mystery.
Okay. Okay, great, great, great. Is that all? That's it? It seemed like that line needed like a whole sermon or epilogue to describe it because I was just like, I wonder what that means. But that's great, great explanation on that. Wonderful. And I saw that you speak four languages, so fluently, all four languages.
Yes,
Great.
well, my first language is English, then Italian. My parents are Italian. French, because I live in Quebec. And I studied Spanish for 2 years in college. So, yeah, the four languages.
Cool, cool. That takes from someone who tried to learn Spanish, forever and hasn't don't even know two words in it. I respect that you are able to like continuously learn like four different languages is amazing, and so that makes you not bilingual, not trilingual. That makes you what's
Uh,
the
in French, they call it polyglot. So
polyglot?
it means you speak more than one language.
Okay, great, great. That is wonderful, man. Thank you for sharing that. Well, not gonna take up too much more of your time. I do want you to sing for me, Steph, or not for me, sing for everyone. So go ahead and pick one of your best songs. And before you do that, I watched the video when you sang "Dance with My Father." And my father passed away in 2018. So like hearing you saying that kind of hit me up last night when I was looking at it. So that just wanted to let you know that was a great job there. But
Oh,
if you don't mind, Stephanie, just for a few moments, saying something that you want to sing while I sit here and look awkward while you're singing.
okay. Okay. Let me get my music. Yeah. Don't tease me, baby. Don't act 'cause you won't get very far. My heart beats fragile. Take caution with all your sweet, sweet words. Won't believe everything that you say. No matter how you put it, I just can't take it. If you want me, just let me know. If you want me, just tell me so. Don't get engaged, just let me know. If you want me, just let me know. If you want me, just tell me so. Don't get engaged, just let me know. Ooh, yeah. I dream about you every night I time. My heart beats for you. The feels high out. Tell me, do you even think about me? Or when you're spending time with other girls? Come on, let me know. If you want me, just let me know. If you want me, just tell me so. Don't get engaged, just let me know. If you want me, just let me know. If you want me, just tell me so. Don't get engaged, just let me know. Wanna hold you in my arms, tell you what I feel. Every time I'm near you, boy, losing self-control. Come on, tell me how you feel, just tell me the truth. Tell you don't let me wait, let me down. If you want me, just let me know. If you want me, just tell me so. Don't get engaged, just let me down. Just let me know. If you want me, just tell me so. Don't get engaged, want me, just let me know. If you want me, just tell me so. Yes, yes, just let me know. If you want me, just let me know. If you want me, just tell me so. Yes, yes, just let me know.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's one of my songs.
That's one of your songs. Okay,
Yeah.
when did you write that?
When did I write it?
Yeah.
It was released in November of 2020, and it's available on all digital music platforms, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, everywhere.
That is great, great. Thank you for doing that. That
No
was
problem.
really great, really wonderful. I appreciate you. Steph, before we close, I do want to say thank you again for doing this with me. Hopefully I can bring you on again in the future if you don't mind.
Yes,
Before we
of course.
go, great, thank you, thank you. Before we go, could you tell everyone your Instagram, YouTube, any way if they want to get in contact with you?
So Instagram, Stephanie Caprara. My last name is spelled Caprara. I have a website, stephaniecaprara.com, Facebook page, YouTube, same thing, Stephanie Caprara.
Stephanie Caprara, everything. Awesome. Well, thank you again, Stephanie. This is your boy, Dance the King. This is King Talk TV. Please follow me on YouTube. Also follow me on IG at Dance the King. Stephanie, you have a wonderful weekend, baby girl. We'll talk soon, okay?
Thank you, you too.
You have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.